So I'm not sure if most of you are familiar with the name Robelis Despaigne. Robelis used to be a UFC fighter. Uh, just this really huge giant in the heavyweight division that started his career in the UFC, knocking people out. And yes, they were very powerful knockouts, and it made him seem like a really big, scary guy that was going to just tear through the heavyweight division and even give John Jones problems. But it's just a pipe dream. It's a fucking pipe dream sold to you by desperate content creators, and not even just content creators, but desperate fans who want to see one fighter lose or want to see one guy win so desperately. That's just what it is. Robelis was never great. To me, he just looked so sloppy. He looked so damn sloppy. And I think in his second knockout in the UFC, because the first one wasn't bad. I think it was the second one. The guy trips over his own feet. I think he was trying to go for a head kick or some shit. He went to go for like a counter head kick, tripped under his feet, rushed to get back up, and then luckily his opponent was just kind of fucking rushing for a finish, and Robelis was able to fucking respond with an overhand, or he was able to respond with a really quick punch that was able to put his opponent out. And that's just because of his really long reach and just how big he is, because he's a huge guy. He's a huge guy. What always made me kind of doubt him is how put together he is balance-wise and just striking-wise, because yes, he's huge, but he's clumsy as a motherfucker. He really is. He really has always looked really clumsy. So it's just a matter of time before he just fucking trips under his own ass, leaves himself open for some other fighter, some other more skilled fighter to finish him, and early too. So, yeah. Robelis looked like a really big, huge prospect and rising star. But if you read between the lines and you really think about MMA, you start to see that he has no fucking balance. He's just a really big giant, and as the old adage goes, the bigger they are, the harder they're gonna fucking fall, man. So Robelis fell hard. He got cut recently from the UFC. He just had his first fight in Karate Combat. It was a knockout, and I'm sure he'll have a really bright future in Karate Combat. Maybe it might be so bright that the UFC welcomes him back. And hopefully, maybe while he's in Karate Combat, he could really work on that striking, so much so that he ends up having some really good balance in the future, and he doesn't end up fucking tripping under his own feet every time he tries to knock somebody out. So, yeah, I don't hate Robelis Despaigne. I just found it funny how much hype he was getting, especially early on. And after watching his highlights and his knockouts, the only thing I'm really fucking seeing is how clumsy he is on the feet. And I kept warning people, and then I ended up getting bullied a little bit on Twitter, because I used to have this MMA Twitter account, I think. It was a while ago. And motherfuckers are coming at me for pointing out the obvious. It's a big guy that's tripping under his feet. He's obviously going to fuck up sooner or later in his next fight, or the fight after. He's definitely not winning a fucking UFC heavyweight belt anytime soon. And, my point was proven, and now he's fighting in Karate Combat. So the next running joke, because I say for some of these fighters, I say send him to the PFL. So the next running joke is probably going to be send him to fucking Karate Combat. This guy sucks so much, fuck it. Send him to Karate Combat. Let him fucking fight Luke Rockhold in Karate Combat. But overall, yeah, Robelis Despaigne, I don't hate the guy. I wish all these guys success, because they put all their faith, their time, their money, everything they've got into the fight game. So it's only right that they get something out of it. So I hope Robelis has a great career, and I even hope the UFC welcomes him back if he's able to rack up a lot of wins in Karate Combat and show a new fighting style and evolve and reinvent himself and all this other shit. Maybe he'll be able to be welcomed back. I doubt it, but maybe. So overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next.